Hey guys, welcome back to Life's Hodgepodge. Today I'm going to tell you how to save over $690, and if you're interested in how to do that, stay tuned. Welcome back. So as promised in my review of the Philips 5400 super automatic coffee maker, I said that I would show you a recipe for an iced caramel macchiato that is exactly like what they make at Starbucks, but a lot cheaper. So today I'm going to show you how to make that, and I've got all the ingredients here. So we got ice. We have about a tablespoon of syrup, vanilla syrup. This is 2 pumps if you have one of the big Torani bottles with the pumps. Obviously an empty glass. We have 3/4 cup of milk. I've got 2 shots of espresso, and then I've got some Torani caramel syrup that we'll use on top. So the way you make this caramel macchiato, this iced caramel macchiato, sorry, is you first pour in your syrup. Once your syrup is inside, the next thing you want to do is put in your ice. Put that over there. Next is the milk. You should have about that much room left in your glass. Layer on your 2 shots of espresso. And then you're going to take your caramel sauce. You want between 1 and 2 tablespoons of caramel sauce to match what they do at Starbucks. The way I read it, they do, I think it's 9 up and down and 9 back and forth swipes. I do a lot less than that. I probably do 5 of each. That's between 1 and 2 tablespoons of syrup. I promise you, I've measured it out in the past. And then the last thing you can do, you can either enjoy it like this. This is how you would get it from Starbucks if you went through the line. It has the caramel on top, the syrup on the bottom, coffee and the milk mixed together. Or you can do what I like to do. I take a long spoon and I like to mix up the ingredients, including the caramel and the syrup. And then you've got an iced caramel macchiato, just like you would get at Starbucks. Tastes great. So, how am I going to save you money by making these? Well, this is a lot cheaper than buying them at Starbucks. Now, I know whenever I used to go to Starbucks, whenever I was working, I'd go on average about 3 times a week. I would get different drinks, but a lot of times I would get the iced caramel macchiato. This macchiato compared to Starbucks is way, way cheaper. So I did the cost breakdown. I've got the costs written down over here at the side. The coffee cost for 2 shots of espresso is 32 cents. Syrup for 2 pumps of syrup is roughly 44 cents. The milk is about 16 cents. That's based on the least expensive 2% milk they have at the grocery store. The caramel, or the caramel that I have, the syrup, I use about 30 cents worth of syrup for this. That brings our total cost for this drink to $1.22. Now this is the same size as a grande iced caramel macchiato at Starbucks, and that drink there costs $5.68. So that brings us a savings per cup of $4.46, or roughly 79%. Over the course of a year, if you were to go to Starbucks 3 times a week and buy these, and stop doing that and started making these at home, you would save about $695 a year. Considering the cost of the coffee maker, the Philips 5400 that I reviewed before, is $1,000, you'd have that coffee maker paid off in less than a year and a half. So if you're really interested in getting one of the super automatic coffee makers, you're interested in the Philips 5400 that I reviewed before, or even a couple of the lower models that were less expensive. There's one for $900 and one for $800. Both of those also make espresso just like this one does. That's the basic drink for these. You could easily justify doing that by saving, from going 3 times a week. I know 3 times a week sounds like a lot to some people. To the people that really go to Starbucks all the time, it really doesn't sound like that much. And a lot of times in my past, I would go 4 or 5 days a week. So thinking back to how much that cost is a little staggering. So yeah, if you want to save $695 or per year, or if you want to just buy a super automatic coffee maker and basically get it return on investment in less than a year and a half, make this simple recipe at home and enjoy it. So I appreciate you joining me today and watching me make the iced caramel macchiato. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you would, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video. It helps me out quite a bit. And until I see you again with the next bit of content, take care and be well.